taking like a half an hour to go live. There we go. All right, and let's do this. That. Except I went live. What the hell's going on, dude?
Wrong stream key?
I don't think so. I just think my Streamlabs was goofing. All right. Let's see here. Do I pull Twitch up on my phone? Let's just pull this up to make sure everything's good to go. Yeah, it says I'm live. Beautiful. All right. Well, let's see. Yeah, I posted it in the streams chat. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure everyone's kind of rolling in here, but here we are. We've got the Ravens versus the Chargers. We've got CMAS versus Justin. This will be an interesting game if you ask me. Justin obviously is one of the more, if you will, trolled users in the league. And, you know, he's definitely someone that when you lose to, a lot of people can get frustrated, you know, just because you feel like, oh, I should be able to win this. Just because, you know, not that, you know, not to discredit Justin. Justin definitely has had his big wins. He's had his playoff runs. But obviously, you know, I think a lot of users go into games against Justin thinking I can win this. And then when they are not playing well, they get frustrated easily. So for me, that's why this game will be interesting because, you know, CMAS, you know, is a guy that maybe can get in his head a little bit. And I'm not saying that that's, you know, I'm the same way. I can get in my head a little bit as well. So I think this is going to be a really interesting game. And we've got Finn here in the booth, a.k.a. Top Madden Gaming, a.k.a. the sexy man that is him. Finn, how are we feeling?
I'm good. I don't know how I would feel to be playing right now. It's a little nerve-wracking. You were talking about the Chargers, and one of the things I've seen is that he's won for his last three.
Yeah.
He struggled. He's coming off a really bad loss to a division rival. So right now, and also he's kind of mentally prepared himself to play the pass. He thought he was playing Austin. Now he's playing the run. He's going to have to deal with Lamar. It's a whole different type of offense. And he's going to have to do it in Baltimore. Wouldn't be surprised if there's going to be snow involved. These California boys, I don't know if they're ready for snow. So I think right now the ball's in CMAS's court, man. Run the football, establish dominance, make the key passes. He talked about Mark Andrews, a big part of his offense. Can he get him the football in the clutch? Will Hollywood Brown be there over the top, even with the weather? Will that be a concern? So I think right now the Ravens they have all the tools to win this game, but it all depends on can they limit the Chargers offense, kind of driven by Austin Eckler.
Looks like maybe they had a discussion about the jerseys there. I thought I saw CMAS go dark jerseys, but I'm you know, Justin had his jerseys pulled up there, so I'm assuming he didn't.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I forgot Baltimore's a wild card, so no snow. The records had me confused.
We're here in SoFi, but real quick, let's see.
Like.
Cloud in the chat. Cody, I tried to win, but I'm trash. Help me get good. No, Cloud, you're not trash. Listen, we'll talk. We'll talk, Cloud. We'll talk. I thought you played good. Just left the, you know, I think you got a couple things that could help you out. Then Dahudi says, Justin, his team get lucky. And then, why is my PIP not working? What the heck? What are you talking about, Steel? And then Dahudi with the gifted subs. Did that not, the gifted subs didn't go off for some reason. Oh, I had it muted. Sorry, Dahudi. I had it muted. Let me replay them for you.
So, here's my thing when it comes to Cloud. Guys, actually, I'll let you call this first play.
You're good. My game's like freaking, mine's lagging. I'm gonna reload. I'm gonna freaking refresh here in a second.
I've got the same deal here from CMAS.
Which is interesting. His streams normally aren't like this. I'm gonna refresh. This is weird. I've never seen.
Yeah, it's just one of those. Might have to pause it and make him go up live again. All right, little Audible to the go. It is open now. He's going to check down to A, who is Mr. Bateman, Rashad Bateman. Big catch up to the 41
Holy
yard
crap!
line.
Why is this so laggy right now? Is this laggy for you?
Let's see if it's cleaned up. I feel like it's cleaned up a little bit for me, and I didn't reload. A little bit of lag and delay. Ooh, Lamar. Yeah, it's definitely Lamar gets sacked here. But yeah, there seems to be a little bit of delay, no doubt.
It's
So
like
something's going
it's
on with those
super
streams.
choppy on hit. Yeah, on hit like. And I can't go down to like 720 for him. Well, here I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. Listen, we're gonna get here, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I don't know what's happening.
Right, 2nd and 19 after a sack. Lamar Jackson in the gun. He's going to drop back. Nobody really open immediately. Lamar steps up, takes off. One man to make the tackle, misses, and Lamar will slide down to the 37 for a 13-yard gain. 3rd and 6.
Looks like maybe I'm caught up here. We'll see. I'm not gonna go full screen, ladies and gentlemen, just yet because I want everything to catch up here. Looks like maybe he's going through his plays here. We'll see if we're caught up as we've got Lamar Jackson here in the shotgun. Looks like it's a daggers concept here out of gun trips. Again, still kind of laggy for me, but
yeah, we might need to message them and tell him to cut it down, maybe drop it in quality a little bit to 720.
I've never seen CMAS streams like this. This is weird.
Yeah, it's getting bad for me now.
I always feel like bad messaging to somebody during a playoff game, though, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably worth doing it. Otherwise, we're going to be stuck like this, chilling the whole time. At least now, while it's,
it's like jittering for you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just went over to her stream on the app, and it seems fine, Dahudi says. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's a Twitch issue? We'll give it a second. Before I message him, we'll give it a second. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. Look, see. Well, he paused it.
He just sent me a text that said I got it.
Okay.
All right. So while we're waiting, Dahudi and Cloud are around. Cloud, I'll say this. I told my mother that I was into metal music, and she said, I like the screaming every once in a while. Well, all the time, it just gets to be too much. And that's how I like to apply cover zero to my defenses, like how I would approach my mother with metal music. Cover zero is good, just not the whole song. And that's what he did. He went cover zero the whole song, the whole time. And it was brutal. Really, and just if you're ever looking at your play art and you don't understand it, call the timeout.
Yeah.
Call the timeout.
If everything gets a little mixed up, just call the timeout. It's better to save a touchdown when there's a lot of time on the clock than save 3 timeouts when there's no time on the clock.
I wonder if we need to go to if it's jittery like it is.
Yeah.
Maybe it could be a browser thing. Maybe we consider going to multi-Twitch.
Really? You think?
Yeah. If Twitch is having an issue going straight to browsers, maybe you pull it from like multi-Twitch is like pulling it like kind of similar to like.
And just comment from there.
I don't want to explain the dynamics of server pulling, but it could theoretically pull more like how the phones are pulling. That's why somebody says I went through it on my phone and it's fine. Pulling from a third party or like an app kind of deal, almost like it's pulling from the app versus twitch.com straight, but we'll see if this cleans it up.
Yeah. I've got multi-Twitch ready to go if we need to go there.
All right.
As
got him on the 8-yard line here. Looks like he might check down to this bubble, which he will throw, and it will be Rashad Bateman running it for a touchdown.
Bro, yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Deal.
Is it still bugging out for you?
Yeah,
must be on Twitch's end. I'm gonna go to multi-Twitch.
Let's see if that changes anything.
My multi-Twitch seems to be a bit better. This is weird.
Hey.
Still a bit slow though.
Oh, it's Garbo for me.
What the hell's going
The stream's
on?
in slow motion.
Yeah, what the hell's
All
going
right,
on?
let me see if.
Well, listen, everyone that's here in the stream, we apologize. We don't know what's going on here. This is definitely not on our end. I am not dropping, any type of frames. My stream is running, performance-wise, we are running crisp right now. This is 100% on Twitch's end or something. Maybe I'd try a different browser. Like, do I go to freaking...
Are you in Chrome?
Yeah, I'm on Chrome. Like, do I go to a freaking Microsoft Edge? See if that does me anything here?
Good idea.
1 second, though, But as Baltimore does take a 7-0 lead here, obviously, the Chargers about to take the ball here. They did, use a lot of time there, 4 minutes. We will, we're trying to get this worked out, ladies and gentlemen. Don't know why this is happening. Sometimes this is what happens when you commentate games like this. It just, there's nothing you can do about it. And here we are. It is, we got 2 people here that are obviously saying it's not on our end. Let's see if Microsoft Edge does anything different.
So far, Firefox has looked better.
I'm just gonna absolutely close out of my Chrome.
So it might be a Chrome issue.
Maybe Chrome be bugging. Maybe Chrome be bugging, boys.
So far feels very 4K over here. So.
All right, cool. Yeah, I have it on Edge. So let's see here.
Motley cuts through. We've got Herbert on 1st and 10 rolling out right. He's gonna throw over Patrick Queen. A dot. 3 for 3 on the start. This one to Mike Williams on the PA boot from left to right. Able to get it over the user. Risky throw. Usually indicative of a nervous user. But
all right.
Nonetheless, a big gain and across the 50. The Chargers came to play as well.
Perfect. Here we are. Hopefully we're good to go. Yes, this stream is running much more crisp. Looks like it was a Google Chrome issue. Justin Herbert under center right now. Gonna hand it off. Not gonna hand it off. Play action. Gonna throw it away there. Almost take the sack. Are you a bit ahead of me? Should I refresh here?
I am, but how about this? I'll just chill.
Refresh your stream maybe.
This is why I like whenever people share their stream to
Discord.
Yeah, so we view at the same time, but that's okay.
For sure. Justin Herbert gonna take the shotgun snap. Gonna hand it off to Eckler. A lot of room. Makes one man miss. Can he get to the end zone? No. Gets tripped up there. At the 8-yard line as the Chargers are moving, ladies and gentlemen. Here, let me just go and refresh mine while we're here. Okay, what's happening?
In case you miss it, we follow up with a RPO screen of their own. That's Keenan Allen on a touchdown. Golly, technical issues out the motherfucking ass.
No, for real.
Out
for real right now. All right. I think I'm hopefully caught up. I see him taking the PAT right now. Let's see. And the kick's up and it's good.
All right. I'll just I'll let you call play by play and I'll react.
Are you still way ahead of me?
Yeah, I don't know how. Super stream powers.
I'm maybe it's just the fact that I'm on Edge and you're on Firefox maybe.
I don't know. Share your screen. Share your second screen to Discord or whatever screen you are to Discord.
Okay, 1 second.
Yeah. Try that.
How do I do that?
You just go to Discord, hit share your screen at the bottom.
Screen.
Very bottom. Just hit the I don't need the audio, so just hit like screens or you can hit the app itself. It doesn't matter.
That do it?
Overpower your stream. So I do have it. You're good.
All right.
I'm just gonna make sure your quality doesn't drop on your.
Wait, that made your audio sound all weird. What the hell?
Is it really bad? It's like a transmitter.
It made it sound all weird.
Am I good now?
Hold on. Try. What? Say something now.
Check.
That was weird. Hold on. When I share my screen, make sure audio sound all buggy. What the hell's going on? All right, we're just gonna listen. All right, Google Chrome's cucking us tonight, boys. Lamar Jackson takes the snap. Looking, risky throw there. Not able to bring it down. Listen, that's technical difficulties. Here we are. Lamar Jackson gonna punt. Not Lamar Jackson. He does not punt. But we're just trying to figure things out. I'm gonna refresh here. Try to see if we can get caught up.
I'm gonna try to get on edge and see how edge works for me, and we'll just go from there.
I got the Jordan memes on deck. We choppy again. We're trying, folks, here. Google Chrome cucking us very heavily tonight. But that's the name of the game. As Justin Herbert under center here. Ravens making a litany of adjustments. Gonna be handoff to Eckler. Fair bit of room there. Able to make one man miss, but not able to get the first down. But a fair bit of yards there, as that's gonna be a 2nd and 1 after first down.
Nice cut back into the pulling guard.
Hopefully we're a bit. Matt, you get on edge there?
Yeah, I'm on edge here.
Okay, hopefully we're matched up. Herbert here, shotgun, making a couple adjustments. Takes the snap, gonna be a play action there. Rolls out a bit unnecessarily. Doesn't know what he's doing. Gonna roll out a bit more. Oh my gosh, and that is a Justin play if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, he had a crosser wide open, way downfield on the 20, standing as open as it gets. I think he just missed it. But I mean, despite it, able to find a man and get some plays. I mean,
yeah,
if there's a will, there's a way, kind of deal.
Yeah. And I try not to be toxic when I'm commentating games, but I don't know what that was, but it worked, and here we are. As Herbert gonna take this snap, hand it off to Eckler. Not a lot of room. The Ravens defense able to finally bring Eckler down for what feels like maybe his first short yardage game of the game, or short yardage gain of the game.
There goes no huddle immediately. Not a big fan of that.
Yeah, I agree. Herbert going to take the snap under center. Not a whole lot of people, but goes to Eckler again. Snuffed out. This Ravens defense starting to figure out that this Chargers offense wants Eckler and Eckler only basically right now.
Yeah, again, if you are rushing to the line of scrimmage to call bench, then just don't rush to the line of scrimmage. I know you like the play, but if you like the play, if you're no huddling, then that means you like their formation look and you just want to get in and either run the ball or run the same play again.
Herbert shotgun snap, hits the seam to Jared Cook, wide open for a first down. And Justin has famously quoted to say, the elite users don't know how to cover the tight end. Whether you believe that or not, here he is.
What does he mean by the elite users in the league don't know how to cover tight ends?
Yes. He was quoted to say that people like Cody, aka myself, Austin, and Dan don't know how to cover tight ends.
That's a weird take.
His defense all sorts of messed up. It's gonna be a handoff to Eckler. Not able to get much there. Maybe a gain of 2. Not even 2. 1.
I'd say if the elite users are doing something, you should consider doing what they're doing. If they're leaving the tight end open, then maybe there's a reason.
Yeah. Well, here we are. As looks like, again, this is going to be man look here. A play that I've seen a lot of BL users use, actually. I can't remember. I think it's maybe double buzz or something like that. It's going to be, is that, wow.
It is going to be a catch.
Interesting. It is going to be a catch. That was maybe one of the more weird animations I've ever seen in Madden 22 to date. But it will be a catch, and it's a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, they ran that earlier when we were refreshing, and he ran an RPO screen to Keenan Allen for the touchdown he had. So I like him coming out in something and running different. It's a weird formation. A lot of people won't really know what to use or against it, so I like it.
As Eckler able to... it's going to be close. Will they give him the spot? They will. 1st and goal on the 7-yard line. Can the Chargers push this in?
without a true power back on the roster, it's not the best spot to be in, but there is always guys like Mike Evans and Jared Cook, big red zone. So let's see if he attacks that or if he tries to establish it on the ground with the speedy Eckler, maybe get around the outside.
CMAS coming out with a lot of man blitzes here so far, a lot of zero blitzes. It's going to be to Eckler, not a lot of room. Can't he make anyone miss? Takes a hit stick. You got to be careful. Listen, I'm a person. I've got jukebox now on Cam Akers. But you have to be careful juking. Literally, Eckler didn't have anything there. You just got to say, there's nothing there. Take it out of bounds. He juked directly into a hit stick and luckily didn't fumble.
Yeah, it's a tough thing to not try to spin or juke into it, but there was not a single blocker near him. So
yeah, sometimes you just gotta bag it and tag it. As Herbert gonna drop back, maybe has the tight end, goes to the tight end. Jared Cook able to find the end zone. That's a touchdown.
Yeah, I like that he flowed with the slant. It was enough to take the user away from Cook. That was, you look at the reads he made earlier in the drive, missed a wide open man, kind of hectic. But here, very end of the, interesting to see in the red zone that that's where he settles it. That's where he finds the win.
Yeah, I mean, from my experience playing Justin, he's a guy that, if you let him kind of get going, if I can defend him a little, you let him get going, he'll get on the roll. He'll get on the roll. He'll do his thing. Maybe he'll get lucky, whatever else. But so CMAS has really got to respond here, because when you're playing a run-heavy user, you just can't go down like this. Is Lamar Jackson going to be at a pistol look here? Going to be a play action. Not a whole lot of people open. Going to go to Mark Andrews. Does find him. Great throw by Lamar there.
BA Crosser's always reliable, and Lamar's got the arm talent to get it in. So you throw going to something different. Bubble.
RPO here. Going to hand it off to Mostert. Gets decleated by the linebacker there.
If you can stop the run and nickel, that's a good thing, because you never want to be with this team. You always have to kind of treat Mark Andrews like a wide receiver. You've always got to treat, you always want more speed on the field with Lamar. So you're sacrificing defense against.
Gonna go to Murray there. Gets decleated once again. Might have had the tight end actually, on the post over the middle, but looking underneath and just kind of forcing it underneath.
Yeah, no tight end on that play. I think he might be using some kind of form sub or something to get for. Actually, no, that's this play that there's a tight end. But.
Oh, might have had A. Gonna roll out, go to Duvernay, but great play by the DB. I'm not sure who that was. It was a safety there, I think. Getting his hand in.
Chris Harris Jr., I believe it is. 4th and 3 on your own 48.
Woo, here he is, and this is Finn is not gonna like this call. Obviously, we know Finn is not gonna like this call.
I guess if I had Lamar, maybe. There's zero chance he stays in the pocket on this play.
Oh yeah, 100%. This is gonna be dagger. This is a Madden 21 favorite here. It just, oh my gosh, that's rough. I mean, what a play by the DN there. I mean, I have not seen that in Madden 22, but at the same time, I'm happy to see it, because if you're going to roll out like this and that and throw a quick pass, the D end is ready for it. And the Chargers have all the victory. What an upset this would be if the Chargers were able to hold on to this.
We knew he was going to roll out. He throws the contain on. And the quick throw to the flat, man. Jeez. I wish I could speak with some sort of pumpedness or whatever it would be, but I would never anticipate that. I didn't even know the animation was in the game. So now that you know,
look out.
Yeah, don't throw flat routes towards contain.
Be a play action. Herbert, nobody really open. Goes to the tight end. Great read there. Able to get McKitty there for a couple yards. Maybe gets about 6. Let me hop over to the chat real quick. Let's see here. He always runs a lot of zero blitzes. You got juked by, I got juked, but Kenne got hit my Cody Young's son. I watched an old Super Bowl string. This setup improved. Yeah, let's go, babe. BLN always improving. You know, a lot of people,
bunch.
a lot of people.
Man versus bunch. Someone's wide open on a crosser.
Oh, yep. He's gonna. He does get Williams, but does Herbert gets tackled or sacked, if you will. Man double buzz. That's a you know, a popular play for CMAS and a lot of other users in this league. I'm not a big fan of that play, but you know, it does work for them. But we got a lot of chatter in the chat here. A lot of people rooting for Justin. Surprisingly enough, they're rooting for the kid here. Maybe a lot of, you know, people that aren't CMAS fans may hand off to Eckler here, not able to get anything. I don't even know if he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, a lot of ability players on that D line. I think it's Calais that's able to get in and make the play while Bowser crashed the edge. You know, I'm not mad at him, right? You're got a 7-point lead. All the momentum's in your favor. You get the double A gap look. Just run it. Just run it. If he gets it, cool. If he didn't get it, okay. Now we're up 10.
Yeah,
so
but
Justin is locked in for sure.
I will agree though with the Hootie in the chat right now. It says soft play call. I think that's, you know, a play. You know, that's a 3rd and 5 or whatever it was. If you see a
that's
user,
why the team doesn't have any wins in real life. There's no such thing as soft play. You got a 10-point lead.
I don't know though.
Why does he have the ball? Because
I don't
of
know
an aggressive
though.
play call by the Ravens.
For me, I like to see a pass there.
Nah, dude. You're in that position because of an aggressive play call by the other team. You just take the points while it's free points. It's a free 10-point lead. Or you can get stopped, give CMAS some momentum back, and then he gets the opportunity to tie it up. Not at all. Not soft at all. Perfectly fine.
Lamar gonna be in the pistol here. Gonna hand it off to Latavius Murray. Plenty of room to pick up the first down. Going
to the run was, I like it. I like it. CMAS, I think he'd had every right to kind of be upset and triggered. But to come out and be like, hey, I'll run the football. That's good.
Yeah.
Good start.
Gonna be a PA boot over out of a pistol trips look here. Has B wide open here. Gonna go to Duvernay. A lot of speed here. Can he make anyone miss? Able to make, you know, a little bit happen there. Pick up a few more yards. Gets down to the 32.
Not a big fan of the hard flat there. That's kind of what hurt him, is that tight end was able to drag down and leave that wide open, especially against Lamar. You know what you're getting in the passing. You know you're only getting crossers.
Lamar doing what Lamar has done basically all season long. You got to keep somebody in a spy. I know those D linemen don't do, you know, the D line, the linebackers, they don't do necessarily as well in a spy as they, you know, have done in the past, but you can't let Lamar have a free 10 yards like that all game long.
Yeah, definitely left the pocket a little early too. I don't know what the rules are in regards to that, but it seemed like he's way out. And it's tough to deal with. Again, this is the playoffs. You're gonna get everybody's gonna be at the height. Very quick twitch. They're gonna want to.
Oh my gosh!
Make the plays with their stars.
Nah, yeah. I mean, it was a PA boot over, so that's the gray area where it's like he was rolling out already, but it's like, you know, did he ever intend to pass that ball? Did he not? You know, it's tough to make that decision, obviously. But Lamar gonna do a play action pass. Maybe has X. Does throw it to X. Can he get a juke? Hollywood Brown touchdown Ravens.
It's about the second time that Justin's run cloud, and both times I don't know if he's got depth set or something like that, but just caught underneath while all the routes were kind of wide open behind him. He does a good job of sitting there with the pressure, or with no pressure, makes the right throw. CMAS, good bounce back. But still a deficit here, especially if Justin can get points on the board. I think Justin's played extremely well. Only one incompletion, maybe. I think one or two incompletions. So he's done a good job.
Yeah, 100%. Justin, you know, has a great opportunity here. Popping over to the chat real quick. If anything happens, we'll call it on the game. But Dahudi says, Finn and I have different philosophies in some areas of football, and I like it. Someone get us in the booth together for one game. I agree. I think a Finn Dahudi booth would be great. Is Eckler able to get a lot of yards here? Here we go as the Chargers are moving, and they've got a lot of momentum after one play.
I think I don't know if he's on conservative or if it's just a lack of the juke or anything like that, but kind of stiff on the movements on Eckler. But I like the route combo, and I like changing that flat to kind of a pass to that trip side. So uses Keenan Allen's a good blocker. That was a good play.
Justin
Again,
Herbert making a
great job on
making a few adjustments here. Oh no.
And as I say it, need a tackle here. Need the tackle. Yeah, that's no bueno. If you're going to go trip side, if you don't see a clear one-on-one scenario, you can't throw that out route. Somebody's going to play underneath them. That's just that's football 101, Justin. if it's not one-on-one, you're not getting that out route. It's not going to be open. You don't have anything holding the purple zone to the hash. Nothing. So, really bad throw there. I don't even know if Gunslinger could have saved him to Hootie. I don't know if Gunslinger even saves him. That was just a garbage read.
Yeah, that was.
You know what that was? That was I see cover 3, so the deep outs available, like Madden 19.
And you say let's throw it. You say
right.
let's just throw it. Let's throw it without seeing what happens and throw it.
No way they patched any purple zones in the last 3 Maddens. No way.
I mean, purple zones aren't great, but yeah, I mean that's that was a tough read out of Justin. He had the world at his hands right there, and now he is already down. Goes to Jared Cook, able to pick up a couple yards there. Gonna have to take a timeout. King in the chat, come on, kid, get your head out of your ass. Yeah, that was tough read out of Justin, but that's what we've seen out of Justin. He's not necessarily the most, elite passer in the league, as Herbert's going to take the shotgun snap. Man defense does have Eckler. Great read there. So got to give him props. Gets out of bounds, able to save a timeout.
The old running back scissor route everybody loves. If you don't catch on to it,
add it to your repertoire.
Right, yeah. It is one of the best.
Herbert making a couple adjustments. Going to be a play action pass. Has the tight end. Goes to Cook. Able to pick up a few yards. Has to burn a timeout. I mean, did have him. Don't know if I love the play call or the read. I mean, it's play. I mean, you're not fooling the defense on a play action when you have 2 timeouts and 30-ish seconds left.
You'll be surprised in Madden. In real life, sure, but in Madden, it just seems like everybody wants to put it in play action, and it just forces your defense to lose their minds. But yeah, for the most part.
But if you pass commit on a play action, it's gonna bite you in the ass.
Correct.
And there it is, a screen pass then.
Yeah, got a little unlucky.
Feels like Justin maybe settling for the field goal here. Maybe we see just a conservative call here to, make sure he doesn't take a sack, but just gets a few yards maybe.
If I'm not mistaken, he gets the football back.
Okay, so field goals, and he's on, it's not an easy field goal. I'm not sure who his field goal kicker is right now, but this isn't a gimme by any means. Oh no.
Risky. He has caught a lot of cover 2. He did catch a lot of cover 2, so I like the route combo.
This is a deep field goal. He does have Gostkowski. I'm not sure what his kick power is. The kick is up, and it's good by a mile. As, the Chargers do get, a couple points back, make this 21-20, unless disaster happens on this kickoff. The Chargers, after not, doing great, on their last drive, should have the game kind of in their hands. What's your thoughts, Finn, so far on the first half of football?
I think right now, Baltimore is the offense feels a little too easy for them right now. And I'd be concerned if I was the Chargers. Yes, you look back, he has had some big plays. I just think that as long as Seamas keeps his head clear, all the lanes are there. None of the play calls that Justin's throwing at him are really working. Up until the interception, I'd say Justin's been great on offense, but I still think that he needs to kind of lean on Eckler. I feel like I'm not watching a lot of Eckler runs. And I think he's somewhere like 11 yards per carry or something like that. So they are going to get the football first here. I think establishing the run is only going to help them because he's not the biggest, best passer in the league, but he's done good today, and it's been behind. Remember earlier, the checkdowns to Eckler early, and then he hit Cook over the top on that little seam route. So going back to those combos, I think is the key part here.
Yeah, 100% is. Justin really is going to have to do something on offense here if he wants to win this game here. Defenses look pretty good, but obviously offense has been a bit sus, as Dehudi said in the chat. Herbert going to hand this off to Eckler. Lot of room here. Oh, don't love the cut inside there. Probably had the first down if he just takes that to the outside, but we'll get 7.
Yeah, the user wasn't really in a spot where a swerve would work, so I don't know exactly. I probably would have done the same, but I do like the run. Bouncing that outside, that's exactly what I wanted to see. So now 2nd and 3, the whole playbook's open. He can do almost anything he wants.
Another handoff to Eckler. I think they're going to mark him short, even though it probably should be a first down.
Yeah, by a yard. It looks like maybe his knee went down before he rolled him over.
3rd and 1 here. This is going to be interesting here. This is going to be, we're early in the, in the second half, but this is a rather large call. Fullback dive to Neighbors.
Anytime you see that strong look, man, you have to think fullback dive. Good play though. Catches him in 3-4 cover 2. You see, because of how well he's passed the football, especially out of that play action, he's not quite confident enough to go heavy box, man up kind of deal. He really feels like he has to have some kind of pass zone defense out there. So
yeah, 100%.
Kind of the early that's paying off.
Herbert gonna take the shotgun snap here. Nobody really open. Actually a great read, if I may. A little bit of a dot out of Justin, and I'll hit him with a couple air horns.
I mean, he had to. So it's the dagger, right? And you clear the user with that dagger out, and then there's the big red dig that was wide the fuck open. But everybody gets so keyed on the 2 crossers early in the play.
Yeah.
It's hard to remember that. You got to remember this play is designed for the late dig, and that one was open. Nonetheless, though, Herbert does have the arm talent to get that one to the dagger.
Yeah, gonna hand it off to Eckler. Not much there. I'd love to see. I feel like a user of Justin's caliber, I would love to see him get under center more and learn how to pass under center a bit more. I feel like, if I can boast myself up a little bit, I feel like I know how to pass under center. I feel like the run heavy users need to learn how to pass under center. Is this going to be a play action? Herbert, a lot of room, got to try to scramble, gets one block, able to get upfield and get a pretty big gain right there of 8. 3rd and 2.
I think you're right, and making sure that it's not all play action boots, even though the play action crossers are definitely good, no doubt. I think you're right. Getting comfortable. Earlier he went to bench and didn't really make a read. You got to make sure, because this is a good spot here. If you have a good pass play, you can always hit him with that.
You got a 0-man blitz here. Let's see what he does. Does he default to the run? He does, but Eckler will pick it up. He'll run into his offensive line like Justin does and picks up a first down.
Right. Anything that, even if it's just like a route that you like, a good curl in that scenario with the off man, as long as you can get it out before the pressure comes, just something in your bag to have that'll make them respect the pass.
Yeah, there's some routes that, there's some nice little route combo. Could have got the sack there. Unfortunate animation if you're CMAS there. I mean, his guy literally could have sneezed on Justin Herbert and gave him COVID right there, but didn't sack him.
Almost got the same animation that Lamar got earlier on the interception. Just throw into the flat, right into a contain. But got lucky. Big cutback. I'm fairly convinced at this point that he is on conservative.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I feel about that. You're hurting your mobility. Conservative hurts the mobility of your running back.
Yeah, there's a oh, as this is something people like to do, is gonna go to the swing. Eckler not able to get hardly anything, maybe gets a yard as we get a sub, gifted sub from Connor to Steele. Steele not already subbed, fake friend, let me know.
All right, well, here it is. We said he wasn't confident enough to run straight up mano a mano. He must have
Third
heard
and
us.
1, come out in a gun. Oh, I don't love this. Oh, yeah. I don't know. What's your thoughts, Finn? I don't love that play call.
Put it in his hands.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
He put it in his hands. Past the first down marker.
Did he rack that, or did it look like he racked it?
This fullback. I mean, again, if you had to complain, right? It's just you gotta give the formation. I'm not the biggest fan of, right? In the gun, just all the linemen, he feels like he can commit. The gun doesn't really help the running back at all. You're kind of getting the ball at a standstill. He's got Calais Campbell, who, if I'm not mistaken, has some kind of run ability. If he doesn't have inside stuff, he's just a monster in the middle anyway. So I think your best play is going to be some kind of stretch and try to get Eckler outside of the boundary instead of like in the gun where the only thing you could really run was like inside zone or power. And then, of course, now with no receivers on the field, he's not going to respect anything. He'll press man. So, but despite that, he did get it in his hands, but just an untimely drop. But he gets the lead back with the field goal.
Yeah, 100%. Can't fault him. He's got the lead. Let's see what the defense does. Not a whole lot open. Lamar, though, escape artist. As someone that has, a 90+ speed escape artist in his division, I know how frustrating that is right there. You feel like you've got everything bagged up, and bada bing, bada boom, it's 10 yards, and you're like, what do I do?
Yeah, and it's tough because he's keeping 3 wide receivers on the field, and this is a team that doesn't necessarily have a true shutdown corner. Big play,
great sack.
Down, Tranquil, big pressure there.
Yeah, Tranquil just off the edge there on you had a little linebacker and also cornerback blitz there. Great play, 2nd and 19. This is what you want out of, this is where you want the Ravens to be. This is going to be another play action. Going to be a quick read to Bateman, a low pass, a Dan special, if you will, or an Austin special. 1st and 10.
One of the things is, like, you have to ask yourself, what are you usering? Like, when you look at your user linebacker, what did I do on that play? And he just kind of stood there and guarded grass.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm kind of noticing from him. It's just a lot of grass guarding.
Send him. Oh, my gosh.
Right. A little late on the sending. He's got a man in spy, but he's not really doing anything. But with the 3 wide receivers, he's nervous to press and run press man. And
to Justin's defense, that escape artist, man, it's tough to defend against. He got him out, but like you said, his user is maybe kind of a little lackluster right now, but he does get a 2nd and 12 here.
Right. I just don't feel like he's guarding anything. And there's different things you can do. It's tough. It's Lamar. Like, this is the gold standard. Like, it's not like you're playing against a kind of decent, you're not playing Carson Wentz or Cam Newton. You're playing the most mobile quarterback ever. So there's not a end all be all to how to defend it.
Lamar Jackson gonna dump this off to Bateman. Makes one man miss. Woo! Gets close. Only gets down to the 1 though, but this looks like the Ravens are probably going to get in. Rashad Bateman, 6 receptions for 112 yards, having a game himself.
Yeah, I know we kind of dogged Cloud a little bit for running as much cover 0 as he did, but at some point you got to ask yourself, if he's only going to be running crossers, could you possibly, as there's a big out route to Mr. Boyle,
and that is
that's like that
touchdown.
Again, what was he guarding with the user, right? He abandoned that side of the field completely to go guard a guy that was being guarded. I think he's got to ask himself a little bit more, what am I doing? Because if you're not doing anything, maybe take the guy that's in charge of Lamar. Because if you're going to do nothing, at least have the one man responsible for chasing Lamar and try to stop that. Because right now, he's not really doing anything to chase Lamar, and he's kind of living people wide open by running, like doing nothing with his linebacker.
He feels, yeah, he feels a bit, and and I can't, I'll humble myself and say I understand where Justin is. When you've got a good user and that knows how to run, that knows how to pass, and then also has escape artist, you get a bit lost with your defense, with your user. I like, three of my two of my 3 user losses were to Caden, who didn't even make the playoffs. But that escape artist with a fast quarterback is so much to deal with when someone can run well, all these things. But let's see how Justin responds. This game is not lost by any means. This can be a play action. Goes to Hunter. No, not Hunter Henry. He's not on this team anymore, but that is Keenan Allen. For some reason, I thought that was Hunter Henry. But big first down. Justin making some hot reads.
Yeah, I think he's done a good job. I can't say I've been too happy with CMAS's defense. A lot of zone heavy. This is a team that has enough speed to play man.
Audible's the man here. Drops back. Gonna go to the quick out to Keenan Allen. Pretty good read. Not a lot open, so you'll take your yards there. 2 yards. It's basically a run play.
If you're CMAS, you love that.
Yeah.
He was almost in position to make a play on it, and then made the tackle right after.
Herbert going to be under center here in a strong look. Going to hand it off to Eckler. Herbert hands it off to Eckler. Going to pick up about 4 yards, I think there. Make that a 3rd and 3. Again, people, if you're thinking, wow, this is some mediocre play-by-play, well, I've been drinking since about 12 o'clock, so let me fucking know.
All right, here's that red zone or buzz man that we've seen before. Downside is you kind of get left in under coverage. Let's see if he sniffs out the over-the-top blanket.
It's gonna be a great read to Cook there. Yeah. Again, a lot of people. Again, like I've seen little Alex run this. I saw Kook run this against you when he beat you. A lot of people love this double buzz. I'm not the biggest fan of that play, but obviously it's working for a few people.
Yeah, it all depends on how that user's running against you, how well they're seeing.
Great
the field.
dump off to Eckler there. Oh, hey-o.
Yep. Good user. Yeah, it all depends on how they're seeing the field, and if they can win those man-to-man matchups. If I could go back, speaking of that Cook game, I really think in my brain, I'd want to put more Pitts at tight end in that situation, just because with how much man that these people are matched, they can run. If I could just get that linebacker on Pitts kind of scenario in there, Cook isn't necessarily the best tight end in the world, but he was able to queen.
100%. As I think CMAS pressed the button on his end, but if I may, everyone, turn down your headsets because it's coming. I'm gonna destroy my voice. The meetings that I need to have tomorrow for my job, they're gonna be like, "Are you sick?" I'm gonna be like, "No," and I can't explain to them why because I'm gonna say, "Put your force in the chat." And my voice is gone. My voice is gone for 3 days. There it is. I don't know how Connor does it, but my voice is gone for 3 days right there.
Safety in the box here with the man coverage. Clicks out of it.
Goes the queen. Oh, things a bit jumbled up here. Looks like it's all cleaned up for the most part. Goes to Clark. Pushes him back. He's on Eckler. Oh, Eckler's wide open. Yep. But that's the thing right there. If you're CMAS, if you're calling man coverage, you have to know what your assignment is.
Right. Yeah, against bunch, the man coverage, not a way to go. Unless you're really pressed up or you just trust your speed kind of deal. But he didn't trust it, abandoned the running back. And again, Justin's seeing the field fairly well. He's taking a lot of clock off with this drive. I understand that we still got almost 10 minutes to play.
Yeah.
But, this might come down to if he could score a touchdown, they just kind of go tit for tat. It's going to come down to who has the football last. So
Yeah, this is I definitely agree. This is 100% looking like a clock management game at this point, as long as no one makes any mistakes. Herbert gonna dump this down to Cook. Oh, it didn't look like he got his feet in, but
Same way.
the refs are gonna count him in. That's gonna be a 2nd and 5.
Yeah, tight end open on the crosser. I could understand why it'd be hard to see there. He decided to drop 8 there. User Bowser dropped in the coverage. Bowser, one of those Judon types, right? If you remember, Judon used to have like 80 zone in the game, like an absurd outside linebacker. So
yeah, Herbert under center here. Gonna make a couple adjustments. Motion Cook here. Gonna be a handoff to Eckler as Eckler, not able to get into the end zone somehow, but able to get down to the 1. I love the no huddle call because he liked what he saw. He's gonna hand it off to Eckler. Touchdown, Austin Eckler. Chargers back on the board on top.
This is the good no huddle. If you can no huddle and it's the same formation, you like the look, go right back to it. Man, don't no huddle and then change the play. Or change the formation. That was that was good. He read the blocks well.
He went no huddle, just went to a different run. As we've got a big 2-point conversion here. This would put the Chargers up 3. Let's see what the Chargers do. It's gonna be a play action. He does have the fullback. Oh my gosh, but goes to I don't know who that was. The Keenan Allen. Out of nowhere gets up 3. And that's a big 2-point right there.
That's somebody saying like they prefer to have a book that tells them how to make $10 million over having $10 million. Just like on veteran mode is Justin
Yeah, I mean, had the fullback wide open for an easy touchdown, and then said, "Let me eat it to this wide receiver real quick."
Yeah, he could freaking cartwheel into the end zone with the fullback if he wanted to. I mean, fullback did have a drop earlier, or was that? Yeah, that was him. So yeah that's not.
Lamar using that escape artist, gonna dump it off. Duvernay. I mean, it's just so much to deal with. I mean, it's so hard. Escape artists, it's, especially when you got these PA boot overs and, and people are just cheesing and, no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. He's not cheesing. I'm kidding.
Yeah, it's very good at play.
Mostert gonna have an easy. Mostert makes a man miss. My goodness, Mostert said, "Let me know. This is my game."
Oh man, I tried to make this point earlier. You play Lamar and the receivers, and you're sacrificing defense against Mostert. And finally, he hits one big, a big truck. Just puts him on his ass. If I'm the Chargers right now, Derwin James is on permanent spy mode.
Yeah.
Derwin James is going to be on permanent spy mode, and because he hasn't guarded anything, he hasn't defended anything.
Yeah. So. It's the balance you have to have when you play these guys like me with Caden, and I say this with full, with full humility, who has 2 losses to Caden. Like, I'm not trying to say I know how to beat Caden because I haven't beat Caden, but you got to have a DB and a spy if you can, because these linebackers, these D linemen don't know how to, they don't have the pursuit angles. They don't have the speed against escape artists. And so, but it is what it is. Let's see if Justin can dial up. Oh no. How was that not a,
take a piss, I'll be right back.
How was that not intentional grounding? I don't know, folks. All right, let's pop into the chat. Finn taking a urination at the urination station. Here comes Lamar Cheese. You're not wrong. No. You guys are being toxic. Be a dump up to Parham. There. Got to pick up a good 7 yards there. Make this a manageable 3rd and 3. Big Justin with the answer. And then can little Justin answer back? Wait. Oh, King being toxic. Oh, my goodness. All right. Looks like a cover 3. Can Justin sniff it out? Justin is going to find Jared Cook down the field here.
Maybe he doesn't have it on because he just spun with fucking Jared Cook.
Big play there. Justin with a little bit of, unnecessary pocket movement there. He just automatically just started, rolling to the left for no reason, was able to sniff out Jared Cook. 6 minutes left here. Obviously, this is a precarious situation because, you can't use a 10 o'clock here because the Ravens are going to get the ball back regardless. So I think if you're the Chargers, you want to score quick here. What do you think, Finn?
Yeah, the quicker you score, with how bad you play defense, you want to put yourself in a position where you'll get the football back with 2 minutes and a timeout. But focus on the score part.
Yeah.
Focus on the score part.
Herbert gonna be in shotgun once again versus looks like a cover one man here. Is gonna have Eckler butt naked.
What is going on? Are you trying to hurt him?
Wisely kind of goes out of bounds, but also hurdles. Not sure why he did that. I think
back to that ankle play he had earlier.
Yep.
It's a big one.
Again, Justin maybe trying to find CMAS here in this Ravens team in the man defense, doing some angle routes. We know those.
He had last time it was like an angle out to. Nope, he ran it for a touchdown. This was a screen to Allen.
Hand off to Eckler. Not able to get much there.
This is a red zone formation. He already scored off of this exact play by throwing the screen, this time usured by CMAS. So he knows he's got CMAS's attention.
Justin
in this particular
with a very quick pause and then right out of a pause there.
Yeah. His boss probably hit him up to play Halo. He's just gonna back out. And
He said, "Hey, are you shitting still, or you want to play Halo?" Herbert gonna be under center here. Let's see. We know Justin is a guy that loves to run the ball. Gonna hand this off to Eckler. What a terrible cut up the middle. I mean, he literally cut that straight in. Yeah, he cut that straight into the defense. What's your thoughts there, Finn?
He had the edge. He had the edge, and the edge receiver blocked. So now we've got 3rd and 9. Man.
This is, Justin's not an elite pass user, and he needs to make a play right here. Can he do it to get himself in position? Oh, what a hot dot out of Justin Herbert. Jared Cook. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give the boy some credit.
Oh, my. And the booth review says it's good. Oh, Lord.
Give credit where credit is due. That was a hot dot, a hot read. Justin with a great throw. Now he is up 3 points. Can his defense stand up?
Well, yeah, the 3-point lead, 3 timeouts, 4:40 on the clock. This is where he wanted to be. This is where you would want to be. Even if he scores, you're giving yourself plenty of time, ideally, to get down the field. If you're Lamar, if you're CMAS, I think at this point you don't want to score too quickly. You want to have a good 4-minute offense. You want to get the ball in, because if you have to kick a field goal, you don't want to give him time before a game-winning drive. And if you take the lead with the touchdown.
Oh, wow. Woo, boy. All right, so this is one of those situations. If you're Justin, you have to reset your mindset. Sorry, I got a sub coming in. So I waited. You have to reset your mindset because CMAS got a little lucky there with a couple broken tackles. Mostert went kind of dumb. So you gotta. Oh, okay. Weird things are happening right now.
Adi went with the drag. The corner was fairly open, but CMAS is moving down the field. 2nd and 4.
Dan, thank you for the gifted sub to Hero Austin, who isn't subbed the channel. Fake friend.
I like the run here. Knows he's got plenty of time. Knows he has to kill time.
All he needs is a field goal to tie it up. I think he's fine with using some time. As Lamar's going to be in the shotgun here. Puts Bateman in a zig. Play. Drops back. Nobody really open. Going to use escape artist once again. Gets a lucky block there out of the wide receiver.
They really like this high-low dig. He's called it quite a bit. It's just a tough one to deal with, and if you commit too many resources to the right, he can just get out of there to the left.
Lamar, just a lot to deal with so far.
Read option since he's got Truz. He's the QB.
Handoff to Mostert. Not able to get to the outside, but able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, got really lucky though. Bateman had the block sealed. He just didn't get wide enough on the swerve. So that could have been a house call. Which again, I don't know if that necessarily works in Baltimore's favor because there's just so much time on the clock. But now he gets to let it drain.
Handoff to Mostert once again. Tries to bounce it to the outside. Not able to. Swallows a hit stick. Maybe, hopefully he's on conservative at this point, just knowing kind of this situation. Right. 2nd and 8. Great defense here. Looks like as of now, the Ravens are going to come out in some type of kind of drag concept here. Nobody really open. Going to try to use Lamar's legs. Go to Hollywood Brown. I mean, it's so much to deal with that escape artist. All you got to do is just kind of run out there and then somebody gets open. It just feels like such a bailout.
Again, he's got Derwin James 40 yards down. You remember when there was that screenshot of Jabril Peppers playing punt return for the Browns defense? This is how I feel about Derwin James right now. He's just doing nothing.
Needs to get him in the box. It's going to be a quick read to Bateman. Nothing there. And then this is a tough situation. Do you use your timeouts if you're the Chargers?
Right. In a scenario, I think if he gets it to under a minute, you've got to consider it. If you get a stop on if it's like 3rd and 7 or more here.
And what's hard is the first down mark is at the looks like 4-yard line.
You've got to be using this bubble screen or get somebody down. There's 3 guys in the bunch to the left, and there's just nothing over there. This is going to be a touchdown.
Maybe users it. CMAS fine, knowing that he can tie. Yeah, it's just easy peasy.
Oh, he's out of bounds. Just know what you're playing.
You just got it. Yeah, it's just not. You have to know. Yeah, exactly. You have to know who you're playing. That's
right. Know what you're playing. You just got 3 guys. All the receivers over there. You don't have anybody on them, but one guy who's going to drop all the way to the back of the end zone. This is kind of similar to what we were watching earlier with Dehudi. It was just like, are you going to do something that stops?
Wow, a design run here potentially to Lamar. Don't love this.
Trust, and that'll do it.
Touchdown, but again, like you said, a lot of time left on this clock. Obviously this Chargers team is going to have to score a touchdown. So, I'm sure, the Ravens feel fine with that touchdown, but a minute 14, 3 touchdowns. If you want to go win a ring, you make drives like this right here and you go get points.
The back-to-back bubble screens is just he's gonna look back and go, why didn't I do anything about it?
In the chat, in the chat, Lucky, does the kid have hair on his nuts? Let's find out. Exactly. And then this is the biggest drive of his life. What is Justin made of? Does he have the chance to take down the guy that a lot of people think was one of the AFC favorites? Let's see. Justin Herbert, shotgun snap. Great read to Mike Williams. Doesn't go out of bounds though. I don't love that. You got to get out of bounds.
He's got timeouts. I wouldn't be concerned. You just call it. God damn it, Justin.
That's why you got to get out of bounds though, because he's not. You got to get out of bounds.
Don't no huddle and take 10, 12 seconds off and then call the timeout.
Just get out of bounds. Just get out of bounds next time. But regardless, 46 seconds, 2 timeouts basically at midfield here.
I'm gonna have to find the sideline throw he went to earlier on slot outs.
Herbert drops back, maybe looking for the angle. Doesn't have the angle, but does go to Cook. Does get out of bounds. Great play. 2nd and 1. Right now, the Chargers are cooking.
Yeah, that slot outs play. He ran earlier at the end of the first half, tried to hit it against Tampa 2, tried to hit that sideline throw. This time he doesn't really see it, but he does hit the tight end, so put on the drag this time, and big play there, 40 seconds.
Come out in tight offset here. Oh my gosh, had Cook, but does go to Mike Williams. Gonna have to call a timeout here. Woo, boy. Had Cook for what was probably going to be about maybe a touchdown, or at a bare minimum was going to be down to the 15, 10, 5 yard line.
Yeah, CMAS run a lot of cover 2 right now, but he's not usering where he needs to user.
He's not putting his guy in a deep blue. He's going to have to drag. Wisely goes to the drag, gets out of bounds, picks up the first down too. Right now, the Chargers are cooking. Do they have a game-winning drive in them? This would be one of the biggest upsets of the playoffs and the young life that it is so far.
Back to
Herbert
3 here.
In the shotgun, a double offset look here, I believe. Making a couple of adjustments. Gonna snap the ball. Plenty of time. Rolls out unnecessarily. Gonna have to throw this away.
That's okay. There's still time, and it was just first down.
First down, exactly. I mean, I think he technically threw that to a receiver. Lucky that went out of bounds. On those ones, sit in that pocket. You don't need to scramble out. You had plenty of pocket there.
Yeah, that little ghost pressure. I mean, obviously, I think there's 3 ability players on this D line, so kind of always going to be feeling that heat.
In his head. Under center here. Don't love coming out in under center with 1 timeout and 20 seconds left.
The container's on.
Gonna drop back. Oh my gosh, great route. Gets out of bounds, and the Chargers have life. Keenan Allen, my goodness, I said I didn't love it, but Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen dropped a dot, and the young kid is in the driver's seat to maybe dethrone what many thought was the favorite to win the Super Bowl in the Ravens and CMAS. Here we go. Justin Herbert, shotgun here, 15 seconds, 1 timeout, 4 yard line. Does he have it?
He can run with the timeout.
Gonna do a little run route to Keenan. Oh, cut it upfield, kid. Cut it upfield, kid.
Gives himself a little bit second. I do like what Lucky suggests. You come out and pass first, maybe run on second, knowing you have a timeout. But either way, I don't hate this play call here with the jet touch pass. He just didn't have the speed on the field.
I did. I like the play call as well. I just love to see him cut it upfield. 12 seconds left. Do the Chargers have it in him? Justin Herbert here takes a shotgun snap. Goes to Eckler. Touchdown! Oh my gosh! There we got a shocker in LA right now, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a shocker in LA. Do the Ravens lose? It would take a miracle.
Oh, the flat route. The corner drops. I don't know if he was cloud to flat or hard flat, but whatever it was. Oh,
Nico,
man.
the curd. Can we get some curds in the chat? Can we get some the curds in the chat?
You said Becca's going to burn down the house. I don't know. She just got way more time with CMAS. God damn. Oh, but it isn't over yet.
It's not over yet.
Not with Lamar.
Oh, listen. Justin is one of these guys. I will sit here and say time and time again, you cannot sleep on him. You let him hang in a game, he will make something happen, and here we are.
Okay, Lamar cannot fumble, but Lamar only has 5 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, you're in prevent defense if you're Justin. If you're user, you're running back. You're guarding a deep ball. That's fine because the game's over. I don't love that. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, no one would have guessed this. Chargers versus Ravens. Ravens, CMAS, one of the favorites to be in the Super Bowl this year from the AFC, and Justin dethrones him. No one can say Justin got lucky. No one can say he got blessed. He played a good game, and he won this all on his own accord. I'm here putting the stamp of Cody approval on it.
Man, I don't have words all day. Eckler. Cook. I think just every time he ran cover 2 on the goal line, he got toasted. The Jared Cook back of the end zone touchdown was cover 2. I just think going into next season, he's going to have to find something else to do on these red zone plays because he got toasted both times. Just wasn't the play for him there. A great find, 4 touchdowns, 83% completion percentage for Mr. Herbert. Holy shit, what a game.
Wow. I mean, talk to me in the chat right now. How many of you thought this was the outcome of this game? How many of you thought this was the outcome of this game? That you would see Justin make a read to get a touchdown with less than 20 seconds left to win a game against CMAS in the wild card round? Let me know. Who thought that was the outcome? Be real with me. Be honest with me. Also, let me say it in the chat. Had Aldrin hit me with a follow. He was in the chat. Hit me with a try hard. For emoji also, or emote. Let me say it in the chat. Had Aldrin hit me with a follow. He was in the chat. Hit me with a try hard. Wait, what's happening? For emoji or I can hear myself. Why can I hear myself?
I don't know.
I can hear myself. Why can I hear myself?
Did you have your stream open?
No, I think it's Finn. Or is it something with CMAS? I can hear myself. Why can I hear myself?
CMAS is in here. I don't know.
It's something with CMAS. I can hear myself. Why can I hear myself?
Listening to us, so it's coming through his stream. No,
okay. All right, I muted the stream. That's what it is.
Is CMAS available for questions? I'll ask before I ask. I don't know if that was a yes or a not.
That's a yes.
Okay.
Finn, yeah, you lead it in, Finn.
Cover 2 on the goal line. You ran underneath and he hit you with Cook. And then, of course, at the end of the game, then you don't run it as a hard flat in the corner, drops back on the go and leaves the flat wide open. What were your thoughts going through the play? Do you feel like that was just the wrong play call, or you just kind of wish that you would kind of put yourself in a different spot from a user perspective? What was going through your mind?
Obviously, looking back, it's the wrong play call, right? But so I really wanted to bait him into the tight end again. So I knew that would be his first read. And so I tried to get that linebacker up closer and think, okay, he's going to try to bullet this in like he did before, which ticked me off because that was the first read I should have thought of the last time I was there. Mm-hmm. But that was my thought. And then as soon as it was happening, I was just like, oh, crap, I have no one covering the flats. And he's been thrown to Eckler like 10 or 11 times the whole game. Mm-hmm. That was my thought process, is I really wanted to try to force him to throw it up the middle to the tight end, and he didn't. He made a good read.
Yeah, a little uncharacteristic of maybe him in all season, right? You kind of put him in. I mean, you look back, right? You lost. It hurts. It sucks. But I think you kind of accomplished your game plan, which was forced him to win by throwing the ball. It didn't work out. You put him in you put Patrick Queen in man on Cook. You hit him with the corner route. It's tough to swallow. What's the adjustment going to next season now? Do you feel like you have to go get some more players? Or do you just feel like it was one of these games you're just going to put in your back pocket? Like, all right, it happened. He had his day. We'll carry on, keep carrying on.
I think it's one of those things that, like, you don't expect a user to throw it 43 times and complete it 83% of the time. Mm-hmm. So I put myself in the position where I'm going to force him to pass it. Like, if you told me before the game, Justin's throwing the ball 43 times, I'm telling you I'm winning by 30. Because he usually doesn't make the right read. Now, there were times where, the reads were not great. There were times where he ran 10 yards back and then threw it out of bounds, and it wasn't intentional grounding. But for the most part, he made the right read a lot. And there were times where I don't understand what changed, because I haven't played in over a week, but my contains just did not exist anymore. And so Herbert kept getting out of the pocket and just kept making plays. And I was just like, what is going on? So I had to start doing some spies, and it took me a good couple quarters to adjust, because I used to I used to be like just normal playing defense, and all of a sudden everybody was man aligning. You kept seeing me like edit things at the beginning, like which you probably didn't see it because there were so many technical difficulties. But it took me a while to get into the vibe. I don't know what changed, but the contains just didn't exist anymore. And you know, there were some plays that I feel like had the Justin S luck, but for the most part, we were in the opportunity to win the game. We could have stopped him, and we didn't. So I can't be mad.
Anything from our favorite Better League mime there, Cody?
What do you mean? I'm out here vibing, bro. What are you talking about?
You save your streams, you dingus.
I'm asking if if I have a 5 head in the chat. That's all. I'm just asking if I have a 5 head. Listen, no, CMAS, but I thought you played a great game, to be honest with you. I just think, would you agree? Like, and listen, you can disagree if you want, because I've been in your position before, 100%. Do you feel like right now Justin, today played a better game than you?
No, I wouldn't say he played a better game than me, but he played the better game to have the ball last. So, I mean, for the most part, both of us were scoring at will. I think we both had one pick and I had one turnover on downs. So I guess that, that one difference. But I guess I had a pick 6 too. So it kind of really balanced itself out. It just came down to the last drive. And honestly, I was super confident. I'm like, this kid's not going to be able to drive down this field. And he proved me wrong. He got some plays, and a lot of times my guys would be in man coverage and he'd throw a crosser and they'd bump into each other and Eckler would be butt ass naked open and shit happened. So, I mean, he made the plays he needed to make. So, no, I don't think he played better than me in general, but he played well enough to win. And, I can't watch this game back and think like, he got lucky 10 times or anything like that. There's a couple plays, but there's also probably a couple plays for me too. I mean, I have Lamar Jackson, so I can't, complain too much.
I'd grade it even. I think.
It just came down to who had the ball last.
And you had an opportunity to drain a lot of clock, and you ended up scoring very quickly. And that was a point that Cody had made. We were very concerned that you had left.
I thought about it.
You were down in the goal line. He was like 1:30 running, and it was just, we were both asking ourselves, if we're Justin, when do we start thinking timeout? When do we start thinking timeout? And then you scored. And it was just one of those things that was just like, I get that you couldn't kick a field goal to take the lead, right? You could only have kicked a field goal to tie. So there's that pressure. Like, if the touchdown's there, fucking take it and trust the defense. But also, one of those things that if you could have put it down to 40 seconds, then, could have stepped on the throat a little bit more kind of deal. But that's all in the hindsight. But, defensively, I felt like there's just a lot of, you were stuck in a weird spot trying to play man. He made some, there were some tough reads that, he turned it over on downs as well, throwing to his fullback, hit his hands, and he dropped it.
I forgot about that.
You put him in a weird bind. I think you guys both play well, but again, I think what hurt you was just, there's a couple times even with Queen that you were on Eckler and you weren't ready to trust the rest of the AI, and that's not a you problem. That's everybody's problem. You don't trust the AI. You abandon Eckler to go help with the crosser. You're like, I'll give him the 5-yarder to Eckler before I give him the 50-yarder to one of these receivers.
Mm-hmm. And that's kind of why I thought, it was cruddy, because I love to play. I have the corners to play man, but the problem is that I don't have anybody that can cover Eckler, and so it was tough. And I needed to make more adjustments for that. And he obviously had 10 catches for like 100-some yards probably, but I was put in a bind there, and I kind of lost my train of thought. Going back to the scoring a touchdown instead of taking more time. I really, when Duvernay went down to the 1, I was thinking to myself like, all right, he's got all 3 timeouts. I couldn't make him waste them, but like, I'll just take the touchdown if I get it, because I was really confident that he wasn't going to move down the field and score a touchdown. Like, if there was a field goal game, like if I scored a touchdown and he'd be up by field, or I'd be up by field goal, it'd be completely different. But in this instance, I was just like, he's not going to be able to score down. The Justin gene, the meme, there's no way he's going to be able to do it. And, props to him. He proved me wrong. He moved down the field, and I kind of blacked out. I don't even remember how he got down the field, but it's a good game, and this is one of those games where I get mad a lot, and I get mad at EA a lot, and I say I bitch about the games. This did this to me, and honestly, there's maybe a couple, but for the most part, he just won, so I can't even be mad.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think I said it pregame. Justin's one of these guys that. I think he's in here right now, so it's just no disrespect to him, but Justin is one of these guys that I think a lot of people go into games thinking, I can win this game, but
sure.
if he puts a game together, he puts a good game together, he'll win, and then it's easy to get frustrated against him, or frustrated against him. So I'm sure you were kind of in that in that headspace a few times where a couple plays happen. Similar to me, I feel like that way when I went up against Caden. Like, I feel like I should win that game, and then all of a sudden I'm down X amount of points, or not that you were down a crazy amount or whatever, but it's just like you get in this headspace and you start getting frustrated, and whatever happens. But it was a great game. Credit to you, CMAS. Really, it was a fairly clean game, and all you can do is give credit to both users, and Justin came on top.
Yeah. Before we move on to Justin, there's definitely the what I call the Teely effect, where nobody wants to lose to Justin. Let's be honest, nobody wants to lose to Justin. And so when he starts playing well, and things start going certain way and stuff like that, you can definitely get in that mindset where it's just like, oh shit. You start forcing things. And I think I might have did that once when I went for it on 4th and 3, and I got that weird ass pick animation that I've never seen in my life. But and I was 100% confident I was going to get that first down when I first pulled up in that levels.
Always are.
Yeah. And then that don't tell me it's I had the right play call, I had the right read. That was probably the only play that I could say that I was just like, well shit. But technically I probably shouldn't have been going for it on 4th and 3 anyways. But that's probably the only play that had the Teely effect in my mind. But it balanced out, and like you said, clean game, can't complain. I was really mad when he scored that touchdown, and then I was also really mad when I threw it to Mark Andrews, and I was trying to spam him to go down, and I was pressing Y as opposed to X. I was throwing it up to Mark Andrews. I was in field goal range for Justin Tucker, and I was trying to get down and call a timeout, and he just kept hurdling like an idiot. So that was annoying, but props to Justin. He played well enough to win. He drove down the field, and I gotta say, he sacked up there at the end. I had zero confidence that he would be able to do that. I was very confident that once I scored that touchdown, the game was won. Unless there was some sort of fluke play, and there really wasn't. He just made the plays, went down the field, scored. So, props to him, and best of luck to him. Shitty way to start our, season 1. We had higher expectations than a first round exit. But, we'll be back strong next season. And, if we lose because somebody plays basically perfect to beat us, then I can't be mad.
Yeah. 40-something completions or 40 passes, 80% completion.
Yeah, again, if you tell me, I score 40-something points and Justin throws the ball 43 times, I'm assuming the score is 40-something to 15. But it wasn't the case. So props to him. And, I'd like to take the rest of the time for Justin. So take it away.
Justin,
right.
Yeah, Justin, how we feeling, man? Big W. Give me your initial thoughts, and then me and Finn will pepper you with some questions.
Let's go, baby. All right, I've been sitting here for 20 minutes while CMAS was talking, just in a whole bubble of excitement. It was a great game. I still have zero way to defend Lamar. He pretty much did what he wanted to on offense. That was the best I've ever passed in a game. Besides that one interception, I think I played almost a perfect game I could have ran on offense. I not a whole lot to say. It was a great game, probably game of the playoffs. And the moment that I knew I really wanted to win that game is when I was watching the playoff game earlier today, and CMAS was like, "Yeah, I was rooting for Cloud maybe get Dehudi out of the playoffs. So when I match up with him later, I won't have to deal with set feet lead or whatever. So at that point, I knew CMAS was overlooking me, and I really wanted to pull off the upset.
Wow, I love that. Listening. He's listening, using. He had some.
Hold on. Time out. My exact words were, I was hoping that he would take Bengals out. Period. There was no. So when I face him next, it was just, I hope he takes him out.
Okay, I could have, maybe I put words in my own head, but I
didn't say
And I took that
for
personal.
face them next.
And I took that personal.
He said, and I took that personally. No, but here's my question to you, Justin. How do you feel about? I feel like obviously you are more. One of the more run-heavy users of the league, of the Kings, of the Taints, the guys that aren't afraid to, go get under center and run. But I feel like we saw a lot of shotgun out of you, a lot of passing, so what do you feel like deviated from your game plan normally that, led you to the success that you had?
What I didn't have a great rushing game, but I took what Finn was saying to me after my last commentated game to heart about, even if I'm not having a great running game, still try to stick to it and keep that going so I don't become super predictable. So I was still trying to mix in some runs even when I wasn't having a great running game, but in all, I don't know, I threw to the open guy. I didn't try any stupid throws except for that pick six, and I succeeded at it.
I mean, listen, the bet, if I may, for everyone that's watching the stream right now, he threw it to the open guy. I mean, it's easy as that. Just find the open guy and throw it to him. And Justin did that today, and he Justin, he got the job done. So you can't sleep on him. Finn, what's your thoughts?
I love staying on the run. There was a couple very close plays where you kind of just dive. Here's one of the things that we noted was early in the game, you went to no huddle, and then you kind of took your time, and then you changed the play. And I had made the comment, I was like, why? If you're going to go no huddle, just go. The only reason you should no huddle is because you're like, oh, fuck, he was in 3 down linemen. I could just run the ball, no huddle inside zone against 3 linemen, right? A weak box. Or oh shit, he was in this. I didn't even notice I had this mismatch. Let me go at it. To come to line of scrimmage and then motion down to something, you're just wasting time. Whereas late in the game, you liked the run defense look, you no huddle right on the goal line and ran it in with Eckler. Big fan of that. I'll ask you, you have that stack package that you like down on the goal line. You scored your first touchdown with the screen. How much of the game plan did you stay on today, or did you feel like you had to explore a lot considering you had to throw so much?
I stayed on game plan pretty well. I was hoping my run game would get a little bit more, which my run game would have impacted the game a little bit more, early on. But so I had to go to some more lighter sets and past. I can't speak right now. I'm very hyper. Yeah, I had to go into gun a lot. I had to pass a lot, but I don't know. I still stuck to what I wanted, which was my whole game plan going into this is don't be turnover heavy. Make sure that you don't turn the ball over because CMAS is going to score almost every time he has the ball against me because I literally have no clue how to stop Lamar. I tried everything. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, I tried to mix in some new plays, some stuff I've been practicing on. They didn't work out a whole well, but and then going back to that stacked pistol and in the red zone. I've been using that play very lightly throughout the season, and it's worked most of the time, but I don't know. It's just a thing that I found out about didn't find out. I was practicing a lot for this game. That was a play. I was like, oh, this works. Cool.
Gotcha. Any questions for him? I have another, but I want to give you a chance, Cody.
No, yeah, I mean, I don't know if I have a question, but I just want to give you props, Justin. I feel like there's a lot, myself included. I feel like I've had games against you where they haven't gone my way, and maybe
Did you
I've
show your balls on stream?
I don't think I did. I might have though. We'll see. It depends on how big my balls are, and I know they're not that big, as well as my penis, and they're not that big. So they probably didn't pop out. Anyways, I can say these type of things because it's on my stream, not BLN. So this is Cody Youngson content. I hope you guys love it. But yeah.
We pop out at your party.
Anyways, but no, what I want to say is, and I'm being genuine when I say this. I legit want you to know I'm looking directly into the camera, and I'm looking. I'm sure you're watching my stream.
Yep, I'm watching.
I'm looking directly into the camera. I'm being genuine when I say I feel like that's the cleanest game I've ever seen you play. You made a few mistakes. We all make mistakes when we play Madden. You played a very clean game. You ran the ball well. You passed the ball well. You deserve that win. And a lot of people, myself included, when they lose to you, like to say, oh, I got unlucky here, I got unlucky there, whatever. But you deserve that win. Great win, and keep going, I feel like you're one of those people that, are very close to a Super Bowl ring, and that was a great win for you. A lot of people had CMAS very high in their, preseason Super Bowl. He could be there. He could win the ring. You beat him. So, keep going on the run.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to not celebrate this too hard because it's 1 out of 4. I still got to win 3 more games.
Yeah, and that's a great mindset to be in. That's a great mindset to be in. All I gotta say is it was a great win, and you should be proud of it. You should be proud of it.
All right, my next question. You struggled to stop Lamar, and what we didn't feel. One of the things that I felt like would have been a good fix would have been getting Derwin James in a permanent spy situation. What adjustments did you make to stop Lamar, or was it just kind of like after a certain point you're like, I'm not getting any success, I'm just gonna have to do what I can to try to force a field goal or just outscore them? Or what were the adjustments you were making? Was there anything that you were thinking of doing but maybe you didn't try out of the situation didn't arise or whatever that was?
So first, I'll bring up the Derwin James point. At Derwin James' point is that even though that would have probably worked, or it could have worked or whatever, I still don't really want to take Derwin James out of coverage. And I like having him deep in cover 3 to just because he can make up all the ground quick enough and pretty much guard anything deep. And what I did do is at the start of the game, I was doing the simple spy and contain or whatever, but I was spying Jerry Tillery or Nwosu is one of those two most of the time, and Lamar will still just take off on them. So spying D linemen don't work. And then later on in the game, I started spying Nick Neiman, my 90 speed outside linebacker. That also didn't really work. And then eventually I just said, screw it. I'm just going to start just calling heavier formations, start calling a bunch of 4-3, and then making him throw on me.
Got you. Yeah, it's a tough thing, and thanks to you, nobody else has to solve that riddle, right? And if it wasn't for Cloud, nobody would have to solve the Tom Brady riddle. So the AFC picture just got better. So you've now bounced back from a loss to Kumar, and now you have beaten down the Ravens. What seed were you again? Were you let's see, you were the 4 seed, right?
Yeah, 4 seed because man screwed it up and I won the division over Kumar.
Okay, yeah. So you won a division over Kumar. So that means, let's see, you're probably going to end up playing. Who's the 2 seed? I'm trying to think. You probably won't play the guy with the bye week, is what I'm saying. Who do you think you're playing, and are there any game plan changes that you want to make, or are you just riding this high? You throwing the football well. You don't have to worry about Lamar next week. Just carry this into next week, because again, we noted you were coming off of losing 2 of your last 3. Now you come in with an impressive win here. Are there any changes to be made, or are you just going to try to run this high? Maybe you're the passing guy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna air it out next game. Please don't just come out in like quarter, nickel, dime, the whole game against me next week, because it's gonna be airing it out. No, actually I was a 3 seed, and I just checked DL now. I learned from coming into this wild card week now that I shouldn't try to figure out who my opponent is next week, because men can always do something and it'll be someone else. But I'm pretty confident against everybody else in the playoffs, except for maybe Dehudi, because he dog walked me earlier this season, but so did CMass, and look how that turned out. But yeah, looking ahead, gonna switch things up for whoever it is, and just have to take a different approach to what I play.
It's one game at a time.
Yeah, take it one game at a time.
Cool, man. Well, congratulations on your win. It's a big one.
Thank you.
Let it feel good. Let it feel good.
Excited to play you in the Super Bowl.
Don't do that to me.
Oh, you heard it.
We haven't got to the NFC shows tomorrow. We can talk about prospective NFC guys tomorrow, but
You heard it here, folks. You heard it here
I'm
first.
just happy to wait.
You heard it here first, folks. Chargers versus Falcons Super Bowl. You heard it here first. You heard it here first.
The system hates Cam Newton. They won't let a dude. All right, if you make it, it would be literally the ultimate communist bowl, and we should just QB Neal the entire game and then leave the league at the end. 0-0 tie in the Super Bowl. We're out of there. You heard that here first.
But listen, yeah, appreciate you, Justin. Great win. I think that is gonna be the end of this, whatever this stream was. We got kind of weird at the end of this. Some of you were tuning in. I don't know if you were, Finn, you were locked in, asking good questions. I was doing just absolute heathen things. Because I've been drinking since 1 o'clock, and that's why I streamed this from Cody Young's son and not Betterly Network. So, that's it. Yes, Justin says it in the chat. I potentially was, kind of doing a job to my my microphone. It is what it is. That's what we're streaming. That's the content you get on Cody Young's son.
This is the Cody content I've missed.
That's the Cody Young's son content you get. I didn't want to taint the BLN content. It's just two different types of content you come for. It's just two different types of content you come for.
I come for all Cody content.
Yeah, a lot of people come for Cody. If you let me know. But and we got a couple games. We got a lot of games coming in tomorrow. So we got the Alex Bowl tomorrow. Let me go to game schedule. I not a lot of these are gonna be commentated necessarily. We've got
Actually, no. Connor said he's gonna do literally all fucking 3 of them. So
we love that shit.
Yeah, Connor's here.
We've got Alex versus Alex at 9 p.m. tomorrow EST. 9 p.m. EST for those of you that aren't Eastern Standard Time. Then you've got myself and Morty at 9:45. So I'm assuming at the back end of that Alex versus Alex game, Connor will then do that one, and then we've got the Monday night one, midnight EST, Lucky versus Dan. And I might tell Connor I'll tune in for that one. Win or loss, for the content, I'll be there. But I appreciate you all. Cody Young saying is the Adult Swim to BLN. You're not wrong, Alex. You're literally not wrong. You want more thighs? You want more thighs right here? All right, I'm going back. All right, at the end, this is the end of the stream. Basically, you guys are gonna get more thighs. This is that's some thighs right there. That's deep.
There's
right
some
there.
leg meat.
Jesus, I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one. I'm fucking going.
You got the belly camp. I can't do the thigh cam. I can't do the thigh.
Bro. If my wife walks in, I gotta change it to Pornhub. I'm out.
Listen, hey, everyone that tuned in, I appreciate you all. I got in this stream. I have to work tomorrow, and it's 12:30, and I've already been a degenerate this entire day. So I love you all. More BL, action tomorrow.